¿cómo estás? ¡Bien! Mi nombre es Daniel Bingham. Estoy en el equipo narrativo en el estudio Ubisoft Quebec City. That's all the Spanish I know. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is the latest game in the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it takes place in 431 BC. That's approximately 400 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Origins.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey toma lugar en la antigua Grecia en el año 431 a.C. Esto es 400 años antes de Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yes, it was a land of beauty, war, heroes, legends, and of course the gods. So we're going to take players and we're going to put them in a pivotal moment in human history, the golden age of Athens. Here, players are going to get to meet historical people like Pericles, the bold ruler who took the first step towards democracy. They're going to get to meet Hippocrates, who laid down the foundations of modern medicine. And of course, what trip to ancient Greece would be complete without getting to meet the philosopher Socrates, the philosopher whose rational thinking would change the world, even if he did drive people crazy with all of his questions. These are founding fathers that helped shape the world that we live in today. But it was also a time of war. The Peloponnesian War between Sparta and Athens would plunge the entire Greek world into a 30-year bloody conquest that would change history forever. So, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, this completes the transformation of the Assassin's Creed experience into a fully fledged open-world RPG. We didn't want players to live an Odyssey. We want you to live your Odyssey.
Con Assassin's Creed Odyssey lo que hace que los jugadores vivan completamente su odisea. Este videojuego lleva completamente a Assassin's Creed a un mundo completamente abierto y de RPG.
It appears we even have some assassins in the crowd right now. Some social stealth, that's what they call that. So our story follows the model of an ancient Greek epic. It's also a tragedy. But I don't want to spoil the story too much for you guys, but I will give you a little bit of an overview to give you a taste of what you're going to get into when you play our game.
Nuestra historia es una tragedia griega. Lo que queremos es que ustedes, sin tratar de desarrollar nada ahorita, lo que les vamos a explicar es un poco el contexto de lo que van a estar jugando en unos meses.
So how many people here played Assassin's Creed Origins?
¿Cuántas personas han jugado Assassin's Creed Origins?
Amazing. So you all remember Layla Hassan?
Así que todos recuerdan a Layla Hassan.
So this story is the continuation of her story.
La historia es una continuación de su historia.
She is searching for first civilization knowledge using the Animus.
Está buscando en la primera generación registrada por medio del Animus.
She discovers the notes, the lost notes of Herodotus, one of the world's first actual historians.
Descubre las notas de Heródoto, uno de los primeros historiadores.
And you're going to get to meet him in the game. But she's going to follow the memories of a Greek mercenary.
Y va a seguir las memorias de un mercenario griego.
Who not only found one of the first civilization artifacts, but may have actually wielded one.
Que no solo encontró uno de los primeros artefactos de civilización, sino que también
But she discovers there are two strands of DNA to follow.
Pero en esa travesía se encuentra a dos posibles ADN de dos personas diferentes.
And this is the first choice that players are going to make at the beginning of the game.
Y esa es la primera decisión que los jugadores encuentran al inicio del juego.
Are you going to play as Cassandra?
¿Vas a jugar con Cassandra? ¿Quién va a jugar con Cassandra?
Or are you going to play as Alexios?
¿O vas a jugar con Alexios?
Whether you choose Cassandra or Alexios is not going to change the story.
Ya eliges Cassandra o Alexios, esto no va a cambiar la historia.
However, the choices you make along the way you roleplay your character, the way you interact with historical figures is going to give you each a unique experience.
Sin embargo, las acciones que hagas dentro del juego, el cómo lleves tu juego, te va a ayudar, y las decisiones que tú tomes, te va a ayudar a que crees una experiencia única.
So, your character, you are the descendant of Leonidas,
Eres un descendiente de Leonidas,
the famous king of Sparta,
el famoso rey de Esparta,
and the blood of the first civilization courses through your veins.
y la sangre de la primera civilización corre por tus venas.
Now, at the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that you're carrying the broken blade, the broken spear of Leonidas.
Al principio del juego te vas a dar cuenta que cargas contigo una ley que es la de Leonidas.
It is a mysterious weapon that will unlock incredible abilities for you, that will turn you into the hero of legend.
Es una arma misteriosa que te va a permitir desbloquear habilidades que te van a convertir en un héroe y también en una leyenda.
Here's a quick little video.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds us up in pilgrimages. You're a hero. In Greatness. He had great courage. He made a great sacrifice. You share his blood and the strength he possessed.
So, as a child, you were raised in the perfect Spartan family.
Así que como niño te han criado en una familia rica perfecta.
Proud, strong, full of love.
Orgulloso, fuerte y lleno de amor.
But the Oracle of Delphi will deliver a prophecy that will destroy everything.
Pero el oráculo de Delphi crea una profesión la cual destruirá todo.
It will take your perfect family and it will reduce it to chaos.
Tomará tu familia perfecta y la convertirá en un completo caos.
17 years later, you have, after being thrown out of Sparta and left for dead,
17 años después, sales de Esparta, dejado de suerte y a tu muerte.
you rebuild your life as a mercenary on the island of Kefalonia.
Y comienzas tu vida como un mercenario en la isla de Kefalonia.
Here, you will receive an unexpected contract that sets you on the path to finding the truth about your family and confronting the ones who tore it apart.
Aquí te vas a encontrar entre la decisión de tomar tu camino a través de la verdad de tu familia o confrontarte con todo lo que te va a destruir. Aquí es cuando tu verdadera odisea comienza.
This is where your Odyssey begins.
Aquí es donde tu odisea comienza.
So as I mentioned, this game completes the transformation of the Assassin's Creed franchise into an open-world RPG.
Como lo mencioné antes, este videojuego completa la transformación de la franquicia a un juego completamente de mundo abierto y RPG.
RPG was a very important term for us. It meant a lot more than just player progression, going from level 1 to 50 while facing tougher enemies along the way.
Para nosotros el RPG es muy importante y lo que quiere decir es darle al jugador más que una progresión solamente. Quiere decir irnos desde nivel 1 a nivel 50 y que te enfrentes a enemigos más fuertes.
Our game is a real RPG, a role-playing game, with role as the most important feature of our game.
Nuestro juego es un RPG por completo. Toma el rol como jugador. Y el rol es muy importante para nosotros. Quiere decir que hagas tu propio camino.
And the legendary Greek mercenary is the perfect setting for you guys to make choices and to carve out your own Odyssey.
Y aquí es donde el jugador puede elegir, tener la opción de elegir dentro de esta odisea griega.
Choice is at the core of every feature, of every system that we put in this game.
La elección del jugador se encuentra dentro de todos los sistemas y todas las características que envuelven el videojuego.
We wanted to give players deeper, a richer, more personal experience where they can customize their character like never before.
Queríamos una experiencia más profunda, rica y más personal de los jugadores, que se ponen lo más libres posible dentro del juego.
And where the choices you make impact the world, the characters, the story.
Y donde las elecciones que tú haces impactan toda la historia por completo.
Player freedom was very important to us. And in this game, in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we give players more freedom than ever before.
La libertad para nosotros, el jugador dentro del juego, es muy importante. Y es por eso que lo dejamos en su autonomía lo más posible dentro del videojuego.
Now, we're also very excited to bring back open world naval to an Assassin's Creed game.
También estamos muy orgullosos de regresar a las batallas navales dentro de este mundo abierto.
Once on board your ship, you can travel the four corners of the Aegean Sea, fighting Spartans, Athens, mercenaries, and pirates.
Una vez en tu nave vas a poder recorrer Atenas, Esparta, todas estas lugares característicos dentro del juego.
Our combat really resembles ancient Greek trireme warfare. So you get to smash through enemy ships, you get to use your bow and arrow, you get to throw javelins, and then of course, you can actually board an enemy ship with your crew.
Nuestro combate griego te permite hacer todas las características que esperas. Incluso patear, hacer la patada espartana.
And let me tell you guys from personal experience, there is nothing more satisfying than jumping on an enemy boat and Sparta kicking an Athenian off his ship. And then as he tries to swim back, a shark eats him in the water.
Y déjenme compartirles mi experiencia propia. No hay nada más divertido que patear a tu tripulación del barco con una patada espartana y antes de que ellos se recuperen se los come un tiburón y ya no vuelves a saber de ellos.
I've done it 100 times and it never gets boring.
Lo he hecho 100 veces y nunca me aburrido.
So we have pushed personal player progression further than ever before. Not only can you choose what character you want to be, but you can choose what type of fighting style you want to have.
Para este juego empujamos la customización del personaje dentro del videojuego. No solamente van a poder editar los básicos, sino conforme tú generas tu atuendo, vas a generar habilidades y puntos por el suelo.
As you progress through the game, you're going to be getting ability points that you can either put in if you like to be like a warrior who just goes in and just fights everyone at the same time.
Conforme avanzas creas puntos y dependiendo de quién te quieras convertir, por ejemplo, guerrero,
you can put points towards a more ranged combat type of fighting. If you like using a bow and arrow and sniping people from far away.
ganas puntos por combate, o por ejemplo, disparar una flecha a alguien desde lejos.
And you can also put points towards being a more stealthy assassin.
Y también puedes ganar puntos haciendo el stealth, es decir, escondiéndote como un verdadero asesino.
Or you can be a mix of all of those things. It really is up to you.
O puedes hacer todo eso, es de verdad la experiencia de la segunda.
So to turn our game into a full RPG, we also had to revolutionize how we tell stories in Assassin's Creed.
También el RPG te permite transformar toda la historia dentro de Assassin's Creed.
In the past, Assassin's Creed players are very active during the gameplay, but when it came time to hear the story, that's when you're very passive and you just sit back and watch it in cinematics and cutscenes.
En los pasados Assassin's Creed nos dimos cuenta que el jugador dentro de las cinemáticas era muy pasivo y ahora era tomar el siguiente paso a ver cómo reaccionaba sobre estas, cómo generaba su propia historia.
But when writing these scripts, we wanted to take the story and really put it in the hands of the players.
Pero al escribir el guión, queríamos que la historia fuera generada para los jugadores y por los jugadores.
Our creative director, Jonathan Sumo, used to tell us in the beginning when we were writing scripts, he said, I don't want the players to listen to the story, I want them to participate in the story. So I wrote that on a note and I just stuck it to my lab, to my computer.
Nuestro director creativo nos decía, no nada más quiero leer la historia, quiero formar parte de ella. Y es así como que se generó la idea de tomar las decisiones para formar tu propia historia.
And we did this with player choice.
Y lo hicimos con la elección del jugador.
And how do we do this? With brand new interactive cinematic dialogue system.
¿Y cómo hacemos esto? Con un nuevo sistema de interacción dentro de las narrativas.
So we have over 30 hours of interactive dialogues that you can now have with historical characters.
Ahora tenemos 30 horas de diálogo dentro del juego y esto te va a ayudar a...
That's 3 seasons of Game of Thrones.
30 horas quiere decir 3 temporadas de Game of Thrones.
So now, people, like I mentioned before, people like Pericles and Socrates and Hippocrates, you're going to have conversations with them. You're going to get to debate philosophy and talk about medicine, and you're going to get to flirt with people if you want.
Así que ahora lo que te va a permitir es que los personajes que mencioné antes, como Sócrates, Hipócrates, etc., puedas interactuar con ellos. Horas y horas de filosofía puedes tener con ellos.
So previous Assassin's Creed titles have a main path story. Now we, of course, have a big main path story that you can follow, but our game is huge. There are so many little islands and places where you're going to meet new and interesting characters. And how you roleplay with these characters is going to affect the story and their world. And it's going to give you multiple storylines along the way with multiple endings.
Este nuevo sistema y filosofía que hemos utilizado en Assassin's Creed nos ha permitido crear muchísimas más historias dentro del juego. Y ya no nada más se trata de que el jugador siga el camino que nosotros hemos creado. Como en un ejemplo, para el E3 lo que creamos es un camino regional que puedan tener diferentes trayectos dentro del juego. Al final, la decisión es del jugador, es decir, tú puedes crear tu propio gameplay y tus propios diálogos. Y los diálogos mismos van a impactar dentro de la historia y te va a permitir que tomes el rol del juego por completo.
So the Greeks were very famous storytellers, and they were famous for their tragedy, but they were also famous for their comedies. And all wrapped up in a world of gods and legends. You're going to have quests that are going to make you laugh, you're going to play quests that are going to make you cry, you're going to play quests that are going to make you really angry, and everything in between.
Los griegos son maestros en contar historias, y con este Assassin's Creed reinventamos la historia de Assassin's Creed por completo. Dentro del videojuego vas a poder reírte creando comedia, vas a poder llorar creando tragedia, y vas a poder enojarte y así ser un personaje legendario dentro de la historia.
So we have an expression, whenever we're building an Assassin's Creed game, that history is our playground. But now, thanks to all the new systems, thanks to putting player choice at the forefront of everything we've done, we really feel that history is going to be your playground.
Así que para Assassin's Creed tenemos una